In a village on the outskirts of the capital of Bangladesh, Shuvo is rebuilding his life.
I
went to Malaysia with high hopes. My family is not well off. I was forced to go there in search of a better income.
He went to work in a factory owned by a Malaysian firm, Brightway. With his hands, Shuvo made latex gloves during 11-hour days.
I didn't get time to eat. I couldn't go to the washroom. There were days when I didn't have breakfast or lunch. I couldn't take it. I could feel tears coming out of my eyes. The company kept our passports.
And if he resisted, he says he was punished.
I still have flashbacks. I often feel that the back of my head hurts where they hit me. I still feel the pain occasionally.
Some of the gloves he claims he was making were for an Australian company.
Touch and Tough, which was a brand of the company Ansell. They were the regular customers.
Shuvo and 12 other Brightway workers are now suing Ansell and a US corporation, Kimberly-Clark. They claim the companies knowingly profited from their forced labour by using Brightway as a supplier. Their allegations include debt bondage, isolation, seizure of passports and abuse. In one case, a worker says he was forced to inhale gas that made him vomit and faint, while another suffered a severe injury to his leg after it was caught in a chain.
For a number of years now, there's been really serious allegations of modern slavery-like practices happening in Malaysian glove factories. So they're really not free, they're there to work and they're being exploited.
Ansell and Kimberly-Clark say the case against them is without merit. They both condemned human rights violations and say they work closely with their suppliers to ensure the health and safety of their workers. Meanwhile, Brightway's products have been banned in the US due to forced labour concerns. A major buyer of Ansell products says the allegations are distressing.
We will be advocating and raising these issues because that's what any self-respecting organisation, what any self-respecting society ought to do in this instance.
This healthcare provider says it's been raising concerns with Ansell about Malaysia's glove industry for 5 years.
We're actually not just raising paper complaints with Ansell, we're actually speaking with our actions and reorientating our business towards suppliers that can be trusted.
Companies that earn more than $100 million a year have to lodge anti-slavery statements. The current laws don't ban products entering Australia that have come with a human cost.
Any food that you're eating, any good that you're purchasing from the supermarket could potentially be linked to forced labour.
It's estimated $12 billion worth of goods at risk of forced labour come into Australia every year, and a quarter of companies here are failing to properly lodge anti-slavery statements. Laws here are now being reviewed. Many thousands of kilometres away, Shuvo has a message for companies that profit off misery.
I would tell them what happened to me. I would ask them to address this. We had a dream that our lives would change for the better. That dream was shattered.
He's back with his family, but still in poverty, and he's now recovering from trauma.